Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to make a comparison between these two guitars. On my right it is a 2014 Gibson SG Junior, and on my left I'm holding is an Epiphone SG V Special. In my previous video, if you have time to look back, I have already gave a quinton demo on these two guitars. This time I'm only want to compare them using different kind of tone with my pedal. The reason I want to do that is because there have been many videos on YouTube, even in many articles, they said that a cheap guitar doesn't mean that it will sound bad. However, if you have a bad amp, even if you have the most expensive guitar, you may not get the tone you want. So I'm not gonna I do not have a very very good amp, but however I do use a tube amp when I do some of these demos. So today I'm gonna be using my Vox all tube AC 12 amp to hear and to compare if aside the pickups and stuff, if this one of the cheapest SG guitar in the Epiphone series, and this one of the cheapest Gibson SG you can find, well, in terms of back in 2014, but still though, like one of the cheapest model you can find in Gibson, and see if they still sounds good using a tube amp. So without further ado, let's begin. To start off things, I'm gonna play this Epiphone SG VE first, and I will be, like I said, using the Vox amp, and I will be in addition to that, I will be using my more 100 pedal. You have been hearing this pedal for a while, but this is the first time that you really appear to show you. So there's a different kind of functions. So it's quite cool. They have 80 preset, so you can hear many awesome stuff. You can get a variety of tones. It's a little bit complicated sometimes with the knobs and stuff, but it's not that as difficult as you think once you get used to it. So anyway, our first tone is gonna be using the blues, and see how it sounds with this guitar. So we're going to be starting at the middle with both pickups with blues tone. The neck pickup. Finally, the bridge. Blues tone, starting at the middle again with both pickups. the neck, finally the bridge. So now we're gonna try the modern drive tone, so it's a bit more like the distortion and also delay with reverb. So let's hear how that's gonna sound. We're going back to playing the Epiphone first, the re. So going back at the middle, playing both pickups at the same time. The neck pickup. Finally, the bridge pickup. Modern drive, back to the middle. The neck pickup. The bridge pickup. final selection for the pedal is the electric distortion. So basically lots of like distortion, mod, delay, and reverb. So it's basically distortion. So let's hear that sound. Going back to the middle pickups. I mean the middle with both pickups on. The neck pickup. Finally, the bridge pickup. Electro distortion back to the middle with both pickups for this Gibson guitar. The neck pickup. Finally, the bridge pickup. So what do you guys think? Which one do you guys prefer? Or do you think that both sound as good? Well, little history first regarding what the pickups are for each guitar. Before I further elaborate what I think. For the Gibson one, for the pickups, as you can see, they're zebra pickups and they are Alnico 5. So if you know about the types of different pickups, Alnico 5 is the strongest pickup compared to Alnico 2 and Alnico 3, being Alnico 3 is the weakest, and then Alnico 2 is the second strongest, and then Alnico 5 is the strongest magnet. So it's very good for especially the playing the bridge pickup, so that the string, because of the magnet, it doesn't vibrate that much. but at the same time, it actually give you that kick when you strike on it, due to the magnet and stuff like that. And for my left one, the Epiphone, it is not. I don't think it's a nickel. It's basically like ceramic pickups, but the neck is 650K pickup, while the bridge is the 700K hard pickup. And there are lots of people pricing the 700K, being that it actually gives a very hard pickup tone. So even though this is a very cheap guitar, if you see my previous video comparing this one to a Epiphone G400 SG guitar, I would prefer this one, is because the clarity is so much better. So finally, going back to the topic, which one do I think is better? Well, honestly, using the amp and the pedal, you cannot really tell a big difference between these two. Other than the fact that when I play, it is much easier to play in this one on the Epiphone, is because the neck is so much thinner, while this one is much bigger. The neck is actually like type C, so that you actually have a little bit problem like holding on it, but still though, in terms of holding the neck, I like it's okay. It actually compensates it when the back of the neck is much more satin finish. If otherwise, I wouldn't like to play with this guitar at all. In terms of weight, this one weighs around, I think, 8 pounds or something like that. This one is so much lighter. I'm not sure. I cannot weigh it. I think it's around maybe 6 pounds or something like that. It seems much lighter, and that may explain the neck and stuff, because it is actually smaller than this guitar. So that makes sense that this one is heavier. And also the hardware, this one is much more, there are more parts in this one than this one. But in terms of the, surprisingly, I don't really hear a big difference between these two. Even though for distortion, you can tell that this one actually gives you, the output is much more stronger, but the sustain, both of them able to keep the sustain as long as they could. So for clarity, I think that the Epiphone also gives a very good clean tone, even though this one it sounds much more warmer, much more I guess brighter, and maybe that has to do with the neck, and also it's much more clear in some way, but it's not a big difference. In terms of distortion, the noise and stuff, this one is actually better in some way, but it's not. But when plugged into a tube amp, I don't really hear a big difference. And for the neck pickup, I would definitely prefer the Nickel 5 than the 650K one part. To be honest though, I'm not a neck pickup fan, but when they are combined together, I don't think these two make a very big difference. So given that this is actually more expensive than this, I would say that for any beginner, I think the Epiphone is not a bad, this is not a very bad guitar, even though this is one of the cheapest you can find in the market. While this one is also one of the cheapest you can find back in 2014. I'm sure that they made other models like that, I think. So, but still though, I mean, it's really up to you. But in terms of the wood and quality and curve, I would definitely say that this one is much better. These two, I got them all used. So in terms of the durability, this one stands so much better. this one, the jet is a little bit came loose, so that I kind of need to fix it. But this one, it doesn't seem, because the previous owner is I don't want to say a pig, but like it's just very, I just had to spend a lot of work to make it cleaner, because like when I got this guitar, like the pickups are rusty and stuff, but most of the stuff, even the wood is like very greasy and stuff, but I was able to you know, get it clean, done, oil and polish, so that it doesn't look as bad as when I first got it. So this one is a I think even as long as I have good some maintenance, this is it aged like wine. But for this one, the owner is kind of there's a lot of dent and beat up and stuff like that, but I cannot really fix this one that well, like the because much more has to do with the hardware and stuff, like the jack and stuff. But I believe that with these pies, the cheaper version, you expect that they don't last as long as the Gibson one. Well, I'm not saying about the neck, okay, no comment on that, but still though, even though this is not a very, it's like a factory production thing, you still manage to, you know, stay in one piece, so it's not a very bad guitar. So to be honest though, for a beginner, definitely if you have the extra money, get for a Gibson if you think that you can, you know, pay for a while. But if you just want to try the music, definitely an Epiphone like this, you will actually, I mean, even if you're not a beginner, even like a professional, I don't think that having this as a backup guitar will hurt. First of all, it's not that expensive, and if you need it, I mean, I'm sure that you can play many stuff that you want. So this is a very nice guitar, and even yeah, so I don't really have too much negativity of this guitar. And if you compare these two, I think that they both stand out in their own unique way, and I think that's the best about having, like, you know, having all these guitar options in the market nowadays compared to like a few years ago or even a decade ago. So so I hope you guys find this video useful, and hopefully regardless what guitar you're gonna choose in the end, you will able to make some good music with it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.